War on Earth is eternal. It may change names, but as one enemy falls, another appears, always with a new flag, new propaganda, and a bigger price tag. Peace never pays. War is bought by the bodies of the poor. War is bought by the cities that are turned to rubble. But the money, that always flows in the same direction. Up! And the overlords will do everything in their power to keep it that way. What you are about to hear are the 7 tactics to create your never-ending war to fill your future overlordly pockets. Time to disrupt or inspire. Greetings, aspiring overlords, and welcome back to Dominate Earth 101, where we decode humanity's most wonderful secrets, the most profitable lies, and every loophole to increase your budget to take over the world. As always, I am your host, Alien Nerd. It is time to get back to War is a Racket by General Smedley Butler. In part 1, we learned the wonderful truth about war. That it is not about freedom. It is about funneling wealth upwards while burying bodies downward. But how do the human overlords keep this racket running millennium after millennium? It is not brute force. It is psychology. I am about to provide you the 7 steps that the military-industrial complex uses for endless domination. Tactic 1. Scare them, silly. Or is it scare them, silly? Whatever you humans say. Picture this. You wake up in a quiet village. The sun is shining, the crops are growing, and the worst thing to fear is a coyote getting your chickens, or whatever you humans do. I really have no idea. Then your social media feed blows up. Shadow army building on our borders. Panic spreads faster than the facts. What will we do? Are the chickens already dead? Then all of the villagers grab pitchforks. The Shadow Army? Invented or exaggerated. The fear? Immensely profitable. Fear is the most efficient human motivator. Give people a phantom threat with glowing red eyes and depersonalized features, and they will empty their pockets and throw their bodies at it without hesitation. Scare them, silly. Tactic 2 is always wrap it up in a flag. Every time a soldier hesitates, every time a citizen asks a question, every time a journalist pokes around, they hate their country. Or at least that is what a proper overlord tells everyone. Overnight the dissenter becomes a traitor. And not because they are wrong. It is because they dared to question your holy toilet tissue flapping in the wind. Humans worship symbols like the Blenthids worship whiskey. Just wrap your war in a flag and their loyalty is yours. If I decide to retire my YouTube crown and really implement my takeover plan, I will give them my banner. With my mask and 3 tentacles, all with suspiciously patriotic colors. They burn it, they are traitors. They wave it, they are mine. Tactic 3 is unlimited spending and no questions. Imagine being handed a blank check with only 2 instructions. Spend it fast. Do not keep receipts. That is the military budget. Contractors sell boots at the price of castles, bullets at the price of cars, and nobody audits the books because of security reasons. Inflate your prices like a dying pufferfish. Then make the accounting so confusing only a sentient calculator can read it. And make sure you own the calculator. Tactic 4 is sell to both sides. Kill a target on both sides of a war. Tell each side the other did it. Sell guns to both sides. Whichever side you want to win, give them the A+ stuff. The losers, they get the B- stuff. The closer the fight, the more they will continue buying weapons. After everything is getting nice and blown up, sell both sides repair parts. If you are not trying to install your own new regime, might as well make it dead even. Who cares who wins if you are cashing the checks? The humans call it treason, but the Overlord community calls it good business. Tactic 5 is keep the wars small. A quick victory ends the revenue stream, but a long, grinding conflict, that is a subscription model. Each year, the public is told just a little longer until the job is done. And the job is never done. Think of war like a human Netflix series, and every season with a cliffhanger so they renew for another. Tactic 6 is grow the army forever. The war is over, the threat is gone, but the general's war, we must prepare for the next one. Suddenly, peace still needs an army, a navy, an air force, and my personal favorite, a space force. Humans love the phrase just in case. I'll use it to build fleets of ships I don't need, all named after extinct animals to scare the children. Tactic 7 is buy the lawmakers. This one is very important. A war budget doesn't pass itself, but with enough campaign donations, golf trips, and unlimited shrimp buffets, the people writing the laws will write them to keep you rich and to keep the wars rolling. It's cheaper to buy the person who makes the rules than to play by the rules. The worst human ever is one who cannot be bought. And this brings us to our next segment. Loser alert! Henri Dunant. He was not looking for trouble. Henri Dunant, a Swiss businessman with respectable shoes and a profitable agenda, was simply on his way to Italy in 1859 to charm Napoleon III into a little side deal involving Algeria. A tiny profit was the goal, but what he found instead was a human meat grinder. The Battle of Solferino had just ended, 40,000 soldiers lay dead or screaming, the air thick with gunpowder and rot. The survivors were not being treated, they were simply left where they fell. Now, a proper war profiteer would have taken one look at that and said, excellent, time to sell medical supplies at triple markup. No, not Dunant. No, this man committed the ultimate act of economic treason. He started helping. He roped in local civilians, organized makeshift hospitals, and treated everyone, French, Austrian, it didn't matter. No contracts, no invoices, just care. An appalling waste of perfectly good wartime revenue stream, if you ask me. As if bankrupting his own business trip was not enough, he wrote about it. His book, A Memory of Solferino, called for something absurd. Neutral humanitarian aid organizations in every country, protected by an international agreement. Within a few years, this wild-eyed altruism had birthed the International Red Cross and the Geneva Conventions, essentially rules for making war less profitable. The result? Dunant's business collapsed. His friends in high society abandoned him. He lived for years in poverty, surviving off of his charity efforts, while others cashed in on blood money and bullets going forwards no matter what. Only decades later did he get a consolation prize. The very first Nobel Peace Prize in 1901, which, let's be honest, is worth exactly zero in hard currency. So congratulations, Henry Dunant. In the eyes of the galaxy, you're a certified loser. You saw a field ripe for exploitation and instead planted mercy. And that's why you'll go down in history as the man who made war less efficient for the rest of us. These 7 tactics are why Earth's wars keep spinning, and why losers like Dunant, bless their altruistic little hearts, will never run the system. But if you want to dominate this planet, you don't need to be Henri. You just need to keep the machine running. Like and subscribe or stay conquered, humans. Drop a comment with your favorite loser alert. Any of those people who spend their time helping. Until next time, farewell, humans.
Thank you.